My name's Sniper Playbook, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. On this channel, I hope to take you on a journey through games I enjoy, such as college football, Madden, NBA 2K, Call of Duty, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, and many more. I enjoy the community of gamers around YouTube and hope to build one with you. For my first ever series, I will be going through the Dynasty mode trenches on College Football 25, where I will become the head coach of a one-star school at the bottom of the American Conference, with hopes to become a powerhouse in the national ranks and feared among foes such as Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, and Oregon. Will I succeed? Will this dynasty destroy my hopes and dreams and make me turn off my console multiple times? Will I ever win a national title and brag to all my friends that I am no longer titleless in a college football 25 game? Come find out and join me on this frustrating journey of blood, sweat, and tears. Let's get started. Welcome to the Charlotte 49ers Dynasty first episode on College Football 25. We will be exploring head coach Hezikiyah Cooper live out his dream with his first ever coaching job. As you see, Coach Cooper is signing a 4-year contract with the Charlotte 49ers, and expectations are not very high, with hopes only being at 4 wins. Coach Cooper is a dominant defensive-minded head coach who played the defensive tackle at his hometown University of West Florida in Pensacola. While striving to be dominant on defense, Coach Hezikiyah is found to be more conservative with the offensive game, hoping to ground and pound defenses into submission. And as we all know, defense wins championships. Charlotte has never been viewed as the winningest program in the slightest, but they are a fairly new school joining the FBS in 2015. Heck, they only produced one winning season in 2019, where they lost the Bahamas Bowl 31-9 to the Buffalo Bulls. The past 2 seasons, Charlotte combined for a total of 6 wins and 18 losses, and thus, the Hezikiyah Cooper era was born. Now, moving on to the roster. Looking at the roster, we have a star stud cornerback in Dante Balfour, and he's our only player over 80 overall. But we also have a scrambling quarterback, Max Brown, who I've taken a lot of interest in, and he's probably going to be our quarterback for the next 2 years. Cartavius Norton, Teron Kelman. There are 2 leading backs, no question about it. I'm definitely looking to have a community backfield and hopefully have a ground and pound offense. We have a couple good wide receivers with decent speed. Sean Brown not impressing me at all with that speed. He's a senior, so he's going to go next year, and hopefully we can pick up some receivers in either the transfer portal or the recruiting. Next, we have Colin Weber, 82 overall, with Jay Clemens, Gus McGee, Grant Lasky, and if I mess up any of these names, please forgive me. This is probably the first time I've heard a couple of them. But John Hassard, stud left tackle. Ooh, I can't pronounce that name. But Isaiah Bollerdick, one of my favorite players. He's a sophomore, starting at center. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of freshman backups. But one thing I thought would be interesting was if I didn't really redshirt anyone the first year of my franchise. I want to play through this team and hopefully get some star players and see how far we can go in this year. My expectations for year 1 is really just play as hard as I can. I'm playing on Heisman difficulty, 12 minutes, and in the first game you're going to see it gets really interesting. And this team can compete. I could see we got good defensive end. Lakota Dupree caught my attention for sure. Freshman with amazing calves. He's more of a power guy. He's not as quick as I'd like him to be, but you could see that he's definitely has a lot of growth to come, and I see him being a stud on the defensive end. Moving on to defensive tackle, we got Colin Coates, sophomore, Des Morgan, and just people who intrigue me. Travis Irons, Aiden Kaler, Prince Wallace Bimmer, senior middle linebacker, a stud. Demon Clowney, brother of Davion Clowney, Dante Balfour, starting cornerback. And he's the guy with swag. He's going to set the tone for this defense. He's the guy who caught my attention as soon as we started this game. CJ Burton as well is a good second cornerback. I don't know who I'm going to put in the slot yet, but I'm very interested to find out. Trevion McGee, Al-Mahi Ali, strong safety, definitely a stud as well. We have some high 70 overalls, and that's what's interesting is they're not the lowest tier players. This isn't the lowest team in the conference, but this is going to be a challenge of a rebuild. I've never rebuilt someone from the ground up, so I'm excited. And as you could tell, Um, I have my sliders on, and we're on Heisman difficulty. I'm going to move up injuries to 30 because I don't see a lot of injuries throughout my game. So that's something that I am looking to see more to make it more realistic. If y'all see my sliders and have any critiques, please don't be afraid to tell me. Leave it in the comments. I'm so excited to build a community with y'all and kind of just have fun with this game, see where it can take me. Yeah, I love this game. I've always been a college football fan since I was 3 or 4 years old, and I just decided to build my dynasty on YouTube and just hopefully have a lot of fun with it, and build a community with people who love the game as much as me. I'm not much of an online player, but yeah, this is awesome. I'm excited. So, and now moving on to Hezikiyah Cooper, his recruiting. He's going to be starting off a strong recruiter, and we always have to start off with the quarterback one, even though I want to build around a quarterback and maybe not our quarterback be the best player. You always got to start off with recruiting quarterbacks. Burt Reed is our offensive coordinator, who's a master motivator, and our tree guys have started off really well. Our defensive coach has helps out with the defensive line a lot, motivating them to give a boost, to kind of build up our team very well. So I think this is a good start. It's not the bottom of the barrel, but I think so. And now moving on to recruiting, I wanted to show y'all my school grades. The transfer portal is obviously not open yet. It opens at the end of the season. And I just kind of want to look around the Charlotte 49ers. We don't have the best grades, but one thing that caught my eye is conference prestige. I don't know if I agree with that ranking that this game gave him, but hey, we'll go with it. And this is all the players I found in the portal. Something will catch y'all's attention later on in this video, but not many needs on the offensive side, but definitely on the defensive side, we have needs that need to be fulfilled. The whole defense is just struggling right now. We don't have a lot of talent, not of eye-popping talent, and that's where I want to recruit out. I want to recruit a middle linebacker, defensive tackle who can weigh that front. We have Coach right now who I'm very excited to use, but right now I found David Bawanko. I think that's an interesting name, and he is our highest rated player on our board right now, and I wanted to start off the recruiting strong with a middle linebacker. So sadly, he's a bust. Stats aren't really impressive to me, but who knows? He's a 3-star who's interested in us, so we're going to go for him. Alfonso Grave next. Rob Wiesevich. I'm only going to scout them barely because we only have 450 points to play with. I then move on to Jimmy Tompkins. And yeah, so here's the rest of our board. As I looked, I decided to offer David Bawanko a scholarship. Alfonso Graves, not yet. And now looking at Ryan Huber. Interesting quarterback prospect. He's an improviser out of Washington, Maryland. He's 6'1", 195, not the biggest guy. He's not going to catch your attention. But hey, he's a good start for our team. So Ryan Huber is someone I'm going after. And then I decided to pick a whole bunch of other quarterbacks. Tavon Bettis, 2-star quarterback improviser. Dean Zhu, quarterback, Tampa, Florida. Peter Britt, Miriam, Georgia. And I decided to scout them all equally, not to, go too crazy, but as we get on in the season to see who's really the stud, who I want to go after. Colin Vernon, wide receiver out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, caught my eye as a 6'1", deep threat, 198 pounds. Not a lot of speed, but I love that best friend mental about him. And so I continue to do more scouting, and Charlie McManus definitely caught my attention. So I decided to not scout him all the way, but I was going to give him a scholarship. And look what we found here. Our first Insta recruit, 3-star pass protector, left guard Charlie McManus out of Lawrence, South Carolina. What a start to this franchise. And then Hugh Pounds. What the heck, man? I love the name. Hugh Pounds. We're going to offer him a scholarship. Keon Warmack. He's a JUCO player, strong safety. Riverdale, Georgia, 6 foot, 219. He's not really catching my attention with his stats, but he's a good place to start. So we're not going to recruit him all the way. One of my favorite players is Rashawn Larque. If I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. I offered him a scholarship. We are totally interested in going after him. Joseph Weinstein, outside linebacker. he was interesting. Decided to give him some scouting points, look into him some more. Dad Swain, what a football name. We're going to go after him. And so here I decided to look at my head coach a little more, show y'all a little more about him. His alma mater is Florida State, his pipeline, North Florida. Like I said, he's conservative, and he's not very aggressive on offense. You're going to see me, you know, play as the offense. I don't really play a lot on defense. I let the AI kind of handle that. But as you'll see, defensive aggressiveness is at 65. So we're going to be going after the quarterback a lot. We're going to be making some risky calls, and hey, we'll see if they succeed or not. And now moving on to red shirts. I looked through the roster, and we have a stacked roster. And one thing I noticed about in this game is that a lot of teams stack up early. I'm not looking for so many players on my roster. I just want to get good quality players. So year one, I'm not red shirting anyone. I don't think I've ever seen someone on a dynasty do that, but I think that's something that I want to do, is just play through year one and see where I go after that. Demon Clowney is someone I'm excited for. Aiden Kaler. The defensive tackle room is stacked, but low overalls, but we'll get there, especially with a sophomore starting. Stone Handy. Yeah, like I said, I'm on Heisman, commissioner only. If y'all have any critiques to make my dynasty better, or that y'all are interested in catching on, please come look at me. Here's my offensive and defensive playbook. I want to play in a 4-3 because I want to involve all my linebackers. I want to get a strong defensive middle linebacker who is just a stud going after it. And right now, here's my current recruiting board. And to make it more realistic, I'm not going to go after 4 or 5 stars just yet. We're going to look around and kind of, you know, be realistic about this. No 4 or 5 star wants to go to Charlotte yet. And if in real life they do, hey, my bad. That's understandable. But we're gonna make this a grinder. It's gonna be a couple seasons. It's gonna be a fun thing, and this is kind of fun for me and what I want to do with my first dynasty mode or first game mode. Ryan Huber, I definitely want to go after him. I got a couple other quarterbacks out on my board that I'm also looking into, and just here's the rest of my board. I'm not gonna fill it up with 35 players because with this low of scouting points, I think it's gonna be 350 in the regular season. We're not going to be able to use that many points and win people over. But I'm excited to see who we get in the transfer portal after season 1 and just kind of build this team from the ground up. And here's the schedule one more time. We have Old Dominion, our rival, week 1. What a start. James Madison, North Carolina. That's going to be a tough game. Indiana, Rice, East Carolina, Navy, Memphis, Tulane, USF, Florida Atlanta, and UAB. It's going to be a tough grinding first season, but I'm all here for it. And week 1 was a game, and y'all will see that. Y'all will see it on Friday. So I'm excited for this dynasty. I'm excited for this YouTube. Please, any critiques, anything y'all are interested in doing, let me know. I love dynasty mode. I love my experience. I played college football or NCAA 14. And it was a blast, and I'm still on this game, and I know football season just ended, but here's the road to college football 26. We're going to take the Charlotte 49ers and make a team out of them. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a blessed day. Sniper's Playbook, out.